Welcome in, everybody. Why don't you grab yourself a drink, get your snack, and meet me courtside as it's time to talk some Miami Heat basketball beat. Thank you for joining me today. I'm your host, Michael Furley, and as always, it is time to let you in on Wingman's basketball beat for your Miami Heat. All right, the first round of the play-in games have just concluded. We have the East match up tonight of the Atlanta Hawks heading over to the Orlando Magic, where the winner of this game would secure themselves a place into the playoffs against the number 2 seed Boston Celtics. And the loser of this game will move to the next part of the play-in, where they will play the winner of the 9-10 game, where your Miami Heat will be playing the Chicago Bulls later on Wednesday night. And the winner of that game will play in Atlanta on Friday night. The Orlando Magic destroyed the Atlanta Hawks 120-95, where the stars for the Magic were not the ones who put up the points, but the reserves, as Cole Anthony shot out of his mind, had at least 26 points, forgot what his final total was, but made several three-pointers in the second half. And Trae Young, frustrated, was looking to get out of the game with 5 minutes to go, picking up 2 back-to-back technicals, as he was being a little bit of a jerkball there with the referees, but I understand his frustration. So that means the Orlando Magic do advance to take on the Boston Celtics. I believe that game is on Sunday, and the Atlanta Hawks will be awaiting the winner of the winner of the Chicago Bulls Miami Heat game, which is what we care about here. Now for the West, we had a little bit of an eye on this game because we have a first-round pick coming our way potentially in the Golden State Warriors hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. Golden State got out to a huge lead in the second quarter, but Memphis fought their way back, even took a lead in the fourth quarter. However, 2 big three-pointers in the final minute and a half for Steph Curry, and he made all of his free throws down the wire. They won 121-116, and the Warriors, we were hoping they'd miss the playoffs, but they are going to make it in the playoffs as the number 7 seed. So the Warriors will now head over to Houston to play Houston in the first round of the playoffs. And Memphis, now they are set to face the winner of the Dallas Mavericks Sacramento Kings game, also on Friday night. All right, what does this mean for the Miami Heat? That's what we're here about. That means the first round pick for the Golden State Warriors will convey. It will move to the Miami Heat this offseason, a 2025 first round pick. And that pick can land anywhere between 18, 19, and 20. If Memphis makes the playoff, there'll be a 3-way tie between Memphis, Golden State, and Milwaukee, and they'll do some sort of drawing to see who will pick 18, 19, and 20. If Memphis does not make the playoffs, if they lose their game against the winner of the Sacramento Kings and the Dallas Mavericks, then that pick will stay at 19 or 20, or there'll be some sort of coin flip remedy between Golden State and the Bucks. So Miami Heat will be getting the Golden State pick, 18, 19, or 20. That is the range there, and we will know when they draw exactly what pick they will have. Now for Miami Heat's pick that they own for this year, if it's a top 14 protected, as we mentioned in the last show, meaning that if it is 14 or higher in the draft, they will keep this pick. But next year, they will have to trade away their pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and it'll be unprotected. So if you followed our show last time, in my opinion, I think, one, they should try to make the playoffs because it's more fun to win. And we want to enjoy our Heat team as long as possible this season, even though it's been a struggle. We don't want to end just quite yet. So if they make the playoffs this year, that'll give them the 15th pick, and that pick will go to Oklahoma City this year. If they do not make the playoffs, their pick can land in a couple different places. They'll be slotted in at 11th for the lottery, which means they can be either picks 1 through 4 or picks 11 through 14. Why do you say they're going to be later than 11th potentially? Well, if the 12, 13, or 14 team jumps into the top 4, then the Heat will drop back as many teams jump in that were behind them. So the worst they could be is 14. Most likely they'll be is 11. They could be 1 through 4 if they miss the playoffs. The bad thing is, though, if they keep their pick this year, that means they'll have to send their pick next year to Oklahoma City. And because of that, their pick, they have a first-round pick going to the Hornets in the Terry Rozier deal, which is either a 2027 protected pick, again, outside the top 14, or an unprotected 2028. But you cannot trade picks in consecutive years. So if they do not send their pick to Oklahoma City this year, means they have to send it to Oklahoma City next year, 2026, which means they cannot send their pick to Charlotte in 2027. It'll have to be 2028, and that is a year where it's unprotected to the Hornets. So we're not, I mean, that's probably what's going to happen, but we really don't want that to happen. The only way they can get around that is if between now and 2027, they trade for another first-round pick from another team. That way they can still convey their pick if it's outside the protections. Otherwise, they're going to give away an unprotected pick in 2028. Now, what picks can they trade away this offseason? We want to improve. We're still looking for a chance to make the playoffs, obviously, but we do have our ears to the ground. Potential Kevin Durant trade, maybe someone else, I'm not sure. But if the Heat wanted to trade for someone like Kevin Durant, they can now trade away their Golden State Warriors pick from this year, that 18, 19, or 20 pick. But if they wait till the draft happens, they can draft, in this case for the Phoenix Suns, they can pick, if they keep their pick, say it's 11 and they have 20, they can pick for the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix can say, hey, pick this guy for us at 11, pick this guy for us at 20, and then they can trade those players. They can't trade both picks because they need to keep one of their picks for this year if it's protected for the Oklahoma City pick, but they can trade away the player that they pick. So what they can do here is maybe trade 2 rookies from this draft and maybe their 2030 draft pick, and someone like Andrew Wiggins and some filler to get to Kevin Durant. I'm not sure if that's worth it or not to trade 3 first-round picks or 2 rookies and a first-round pick for an aged star, but they do need help, and they are kind of desperate. All right, guys, so we are going to be watching tomorrow night to see if the Miami Heat have a chance to make the playoffs. Friendly reminder here that regardless if they win against the Bulls, if they do not win against the Hawks, in that case, they will fall right back down to that 11th in the lottery. And then, like I said, they have a chance to go from between 1-4 or 11-14. Why don't we win 2 in a row? Get 15, pass that pick along, and then we have so much more flexibility. We can still trade future picks and have a little more protections on the picks that we have in the future. All right, guys, we will come back tomorrow after that Heat game, and we will check in to see if they have a chance to make the playoffs or not. It looked like Atlanta was quitting today, so if they can get through the Bulls, which is a tough ask, at least the way they've been playing this year, they do have a chance to move along past those pesky Atlanta Hawks, where the home crowd is just as much in favor as for the Miami Heat as the Hawks. All right, guys, do me the favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can join us for another edition of Miami Heat Basketball Beat. With that being said, guys, may you please make your free throws. May your coaches' challenges be successful, and we will see you next time.